There are many forms of literary patterns that exist in the world. Nearly all of these literary patterns are represented in the Bible in one form or another. But for the sake of this project, we will be focusing on two types of literary patterns, the chiasm and the parallel or parallelism. Let's take a look at the parallelism first. In a parallelism literary pattern, the author will make a statement for the reader, and then in the next section will repeat the same idea that was just stated using different words. This form of pattern is designed to highlight a thought and to expand the realm of understanding that is contained in the first statement by forcing the reader to consider the same thought again with different vocabulary. At times, the parallelism is synchronous, in which the parallelism simply repeats the same idea in two different ways. Other times, the parallelism is a contrast, in which the first and second line are opposed to each other. An example of a contrasting parallelism found in popular literature is the opening lines of A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light, it was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope, it was the winter of despair. In this opening, Dickens contrasts ideas off of each other using parallelism. The best and the worst time, wisdom and foolishness of the age, the belief and incredulity of the epoch, light and dark season, spring of hope and winter of despair. On the surface, we see the contrasting parallelism quite easily, but if we dig a little deeper, we see that each of the contrasts are paralleled synchronistically as each line speaks of time in a different way. Time, age, epoch, season, spring and winter. Parallelisms are just one of the base patterns used in the Bible. In fact, parallelisms are not limited by just 2 points. In Genesis 1, we find one of the most widely recognized parallelisms in any literature. For the first 3 days of creation, spaces are created according to function. Day 1, light. Day 2, waters above and below. Day 3, land and vegetation. Then in days 4 through 6, the spaces that were created are filled with functionaries. Day 4, sun, moon, and stars. Day 5, fish and birds. Day 6, man and beast. Parallelisms give an author a way of drawing the reader into a text and developing ideas in ways greater than a single utterance would allow. While parallelisms are the simpler of the two patterns that are the focus of this project, they are, in fact, the least represented. The other style of pattern, the chiasm or chiasm, pronounced either way, is the backbone of this project, and it is this that we will begin exploring in the next video.